McFarland. And Daniel, looking at that drought conditions really only get worse because the temperatures are only going to go up from here moving forward.
Yeah, this is our driest time of year right now, Robbie. I know people are waiting for a little bit of rain, but it's probably not until monsoon for the next real good rain chance for us.
Which is really bad for the man that Eric interviewed in that story there with the grass. I mean, I just can't imagine going forward it's not going to get any easier for him.
No, I definitely not. But if we have a good monsoon come up this year, hopefully it can hang on to it. But that's still a long time to wait until we get to that point, because as of right now, we're still here in early April, and the real first monsoon rains don't really get going until the end of June or early July, just depending on when we do see that wind shift. At least as of right now, the biggest thing we're going to be tracking in between now and then is going to be these slowly increasing temperatures. So we did see the mid-90s yesterday with 95 as a high temperature. I still think we'll reach that mark today, but I don't think we're going to be reaching, say, 98 or 99. And I'll explain why in just a second. It is going to be breezy tomorrow with the low getting closer. We are going to be having winds starting to pick on up, but eventually things will be returning to normal. This time of year, your average high temperature tends to stop in the lower 80s. We should be right back there, I think, for the end of the work week. At least as of right now, you do see some very warm temperatures out there. You have the foothills sitting at 67. You have the airport sitting at 64. That's far above average. And even if you go on over towards a lot of Cochise County, you're seeing the mid 50s. You even see the mid 60s for Tombstone. That means they could be easily reaching the mid 90s too for later on today. Nogales about 54 for you with the way things are starting off. Now, if anyone does get close to that triple-digit mark today, I'm looking at both Ajo and Sells because they were both able to get up to about 97. I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of them reaches 99 for the day today. And something to keep in mind if you have kids going out to the bus stop this morning, yes, 64 still feels a little chilly out there, so maybe a lighter jacket they can put away because as you get closer towards lunchtime, you're already going to be in the 90s out there. In fact, when it comes to the high temperatures, I do think we are going to be falling in between about 94 and 96 with a couple spots getting just a little bit warmer than that. Pretty similar to what we had yesterday. And if you go on over towards Safford, you see 93 there. Wilcox at about 88. A lot of spots stopping in the mid 80s too. And the reason why I think we might have some changes with our temperature today, at least us not reaching, say, closer towards 99, has everything to do with wind direction, because at some point during the afternoon, it's going to be more of a west wind. Now, once that happens, that means cooler air is going to start to push into the area, and it's going to hold that temperature down. So that's going to be something we're watching to happen at some point in the middle of the afternoon. Now, if it happens a little bit later, say closer towards 4 or 5 o'clock, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get up to about 97 or 98 for a high temperature. But if it happens at around 1 or 2, which is when I think it's going to be happening, 94 to 95 is going to be what you can expect for your day today. Still breezy conditions, though, as we get into the next couple of days is the next story to watch out there, and the weekend's looking pretty fantastic. Well, that was weather. Let's go ahead and check in with traffic before we head on outside today. And I do think things are looking pretty good on the